that's it. We're pulling out of Ballara. 3 weeks here, and it's been really good, as it always is. If you haven't been to Ballara, you've got to come and stay. It's a really great experience, a really great Western Australian station experience. So, farewell Ballara, but we're heading for the coast.
Yeehaw!
Cannot wait to get our feet in the water.
Clean car.
Oh yeah, that's first stop. First stop is the brand new Exmouth car wash, which we desperately need. The car and the van are very, very dusty, and yeah, just can't wait to blast some of that off and get some white dust on it instead of the red Ballara dust. So anyway, it's what's it about? No, another $10. So what's that? I've so far I'm $40. And what are you?
I've got about $600.
Yeah, but it's not fair because I do all the driving. All right, Exmouth, here we come. See you when we get there. So here we are on the on the Ningaloo coast, and have a look at this. We have absolutely fluked some beautiful weather today. We're just having a chat to a lady who's been staying at Kurrajong for quite a few days, and she said that it's just been blowing its butt off the whole time, which of course we are well aware of. You can see the fish down here, Lise. Just here, look. See them there?
No.
Just here. All that.
Oh yes, yes.
All right, so we're just going to have a fish. We saw some, we did a big walk this morning, and there was heaps of these big parrotfish feeding across the top of the reef. And I guess you're not going to be able to see that, but there is a whole bunch of them just there. So let's put a prawn on and see if we can get one in there. She's in the zone. They're all starting to move over. Whoop. Rightio, we're off for another explore down the beach. Got our rods and goggles with us today. So it's just on low tide now. You can see not quite as low as yesterday. The reef was all exposed at low tide yesterday, so it's a little bit higher today, but still quite low. It's a beautiful morning out here on in the lagoon. Just stunning. The only problem is no fish. Well, there's plenty of fish swimming around. Not exactly sure what they are. How good does this spot look?
At least getting a snag is a nice thing out here. No crocs. You can do it. Cool. It's a magic day.
It is so beautiful, isn't it?
It's very beautiful.
So we're just going to sneak up here. There's a heap of big wrasse and a great big blue bone, blue tusk fish in amongst them as well, feeding on the reef just here. Just got a bit of a snag, so got to wade out anyway. But you can just see the tails of these fish sticking out of the water. So these things would be 400 mil long, maybe. They're huge. You might just be able to see just on the left a big blue bone in amongst them as well. Big blue parrotty. Don't know if you can see any of that. Anyway, just chase them off there now. So here's a couple of these blue spotted rays. They're just hiding in the sand just here. If we get a bit closer, they'll probably startle out. So we're on our way out to the Blue Hole this morning. Convinced Lisa to come out and join me. It's a lovely day, a little bit of a northwesterly blowing, probably about 5 or 6 knots. So just had to paddle into it to get out here, but we'll have that behind us on the way home. But I think it's just up ahead of us, about 100 meters. So here we are, there's the Blue Hole just there. It is just stunning out here. You can see that's the outside reef where all the surf is. And just looking at my watch, 700 meters off the beach we are. So go and paddle over there, have a look at it. It's gorgeous. It's about, I'd say it's about 10 metres deep. You'll be fine. We'll just do a little drift over it and you should be able to see the coral on that side, and then we'll go for a swim. There's a little turtle. Okay, here we go. Let's have a look. So what do you reckon? Stunning, isn't it? Absolutely stunning. No, not that scary, no sharks, which is good. No sharks today. So, wow. Have a look at this coral. Off and racing. Doing a good job. In fact, out of the two of us, only one of us has fallen off today. Not her. So, last morning cup of tea here at Kurrajong. Not a bad backdrop really, is it? Pretty stunning.
I'm looking at the stand-up paddleboard.
So we've been out this morning, went out to the Blue Hole again for an early morning paddle, and it was just gorgeous out there. And then we just did a drift back across the coral reef as we came back to the beach. Just stunning, it's breathtaking, absolutely breathtaking. Yeah, Lisa did some stand-upping, so she's getting pretty good at it now. So all we have to do now is finish our cuppers and then go and hook the van up, and we're off to Mesa for another couple of days, which we managed to just fluke, which that'll be great. So we're just going to go and fill up with some water, some shower water. There's a bore water tap not far from Mesa and Ned's camp, so we'll top up there and that'll give us enough water to get through the next couple of days. But we've done well the last couple of days. We've only used half of our fresh water. So what is it? I think it's a 90 litre tank, so 45 litres, and that's with both of us having a shower. But the way we do it now is we just fill up with a little 5 litre container. We half fill the 5 litre container, and then we just put a soapy flannel into the water, use that to wash off, and then the last litre or so we use to rinse ourselves, which is fine. It seems to work really well.
Haven't had a hair wash in a while, in 5 days.
That's
but
right.
That's okay. The ocean's our new hair wash.
So the further you are away from us, the better we look. But it's worked out really well. So we've still got about half our water left. So and that's after 4 days, which we're pretty proud of. All right, finish your cuppers. Say farewell to this magnificent scenery.
Until the next magnificent.
Until the next one. So we're just camped at the back of Lisa's Landing, the famous Lisa's Landing. Looking forward to it. So we're at the Waterfield Station, which is just past the Millering Tourist Information Centre and just before you get to the turn off into Ned's and Mesa Camp. That's if you're heading from the Yardie Creek end. So here it is here. So it's just bore water apparently, and it's gravity fed from a tank.
Which is over there.
Which is over there somewhere. Oh yeah, gee, it's a long way. Why don't they put the tap closer to the tank? So anyway, it's going to be pretty slow. It's just trickling out. So I'd say it'll probably take us, what have we got? Probably only 40 litres or so, but it might take 15 minutes or so. Anyway, it's
better than a trip into town.
Yeah, absolutely. Take us 3 hours to return trip into town. So this is great. It's not drinkable water, so it's only shower and cooking water, but that's all we need it for. Rightio, she's full. So that took 58, 40, 18, almost 20 minutes to do. 20 minutes to do, I reckon, 40 odd litres. So it's a little bit slow, but better than nothing. So okay, let's go. Wrap it up and hit Mesa. Mesa Campground, which is one of the first campgrounds you come to as you enter the Cape Range National Park from the north. I think Ned's is the first one, Mesa's the second one. This is a really nice little campground, this one. It's only fairly small, 23 sites I think, and they are fairly close together, unlike Kurrajong and Osprey where you're separated quite a bit. But these are a little bit closer, but you still don't feel crowded in at all. It's still really lovely atmosphere. But one of the, I can see the facilities just there. They've got 4 drop dunnies, fairly new, nice and clean. But one of the beauties of Mesa is you can actually get down and drive on the beach here. So if you've got a tinny or something to launch, you can get down. I'll take you down and show you the beach. But there's not many places you can do that here in Cape Range, actually get down and drive on the beach. But this is one of them. I'll show you. So if you're looking for the peak of the sites here, I'd say these are the peak. Number 15, 16, 18, 19 and 20. But they're all pretty good. They're big sites, really big, really level, lovely sites. So here we are on the beach, and as you can see, a beautiful little bay here, really nice sandy little beach facing north, so it's quite protected from the southerly breeze. So even when you get the southwesterlies or southeasterlies, you can still get down here and have a swim. It's not too bad at all. Little rocky ledge there you can fish from. That's where I caught my spangly from, and the camp host saying that he does get some good spanglies there quite often. So there we go. And as you look towards the north, that's Ned's camp just up there. Don't know if you can see where the trees are. That's Ned's up there under the trees. But that's it. That's Mesa Camp. It's a really nice little spot if you can get in, which is always a problem with these national park sites here in Cape Range. They're all very heavily booked, but the trick is just keep trying. So we've managed to score 4 nights. 4 extra nights. We've had to change camp a couple of times, but we just keep going on every 3 or 4 hours and just see what pops up, because they do seem to come up all the time, because people are doing the right thing and cancelling their bookings if they're not going to make it. So as I've mentioned before, if you're booking into some of these national parks and you can't make it for whatever reason, please just cancel the site, free it up for someone else, because one day you might benefit from someone else doing that. Okay, well, better go and pack up now, because we're actually heading from here back to Kurrajong. We've got another night at Kurrajong tonight, so we're going to head back there tonight, and then into Exmouth on Monday night, Tuesday night. Bit of weather coming through on Tuesday, so we're going to head into town and just bunker down for the day. Big stingray. So we're just out from what we used to call Lisa's Landing. So when we used to first come up here with a boat, we'd always come in here and have lunch. A beautiful spot. A couple of big bommies over here. Let's go and have a look at those. sandflats back behind us there. There's a heap of, well, we think they're milkfish, either milkfish or bonefish, but more likely milkfish. I'd love to give them a crack later on this afternoon.
What is it? Well done, Pat. Woohoo! Just when I'd given up.
Well, it's our last day here at Ningaloo. Pretty sad day actually. It's just beautiful out here this morning. Just come out for a paddle nice and early. It's just gone 8 o'clock. So I thought I'd come out and have a paddle before we have to pack up and head off. There's a bit of weather coming in tonight as well, so it's meant to be a bit blowy and a bit rainy by this afternoon. But how gorgeous is this? I don't know if you can see it. I'll stick the camera underwater shortly and show you. The water is crystal clear. Hardly any swell. You can see that's the outer edge of the reef just out there. So I'm only about 150 metres from it. So not much swell, so it's really nice and clear. Can't wait to get in the water and have a swim. But we've just had a wonderful time here at Cape Range National Park off the Ningaloo Reef. It's been absolutely magnificent. We've managed to fluke an extra 4 days. So we originally booked for 4, and then we picked up another couple up at Mesa, and then another couple back down at Kurrajong. So we had to pack up and move a couple of times, but that's the beauty of a caravan. 10-minute pack up, 10-minute set up, and you're done. So it's been really good. Certainly worth it. And I've mentioned it before, but if you're trying to book into these campsites, all you can do is just keep trying. Just every couple of hours, just log on, because people do call up and cancel, and Parks and Wildlife do put those sites back up as available again. So just keep checking every couple of hours. That's what we've done, and we've managed to pick up 4 extra nights, which has just been wonderful. And I've said it many times, for those people that have got sites booked and you're not going to use them, please cancel them and give other people the opportunity to enjoy this absolutely magnificent place. All right, I'm going to paddle out just a little bit further and jump in the water and have a swim. I'll show you what's underwater shortly. Time for a swim. It just looks so beautiful here. So I've mentioned these before. These are the King's inflatable stand-up paddle boards that Lisa and I have. And if you're coming up here to Cape Range, having one of these things, if you don't have a, sorry about that, don't have a canoe or a kayak or a tinny or whatever, these are a great option. They are really good. You don't have to stand up on them. You can kneel on them, you can sit on them. I did the video that shows the kayak seat that we clip onto Lisa's because she's not so stable. Well, she used to be not so stable. She's pretty good now. But $270, and I tell you what, they're worth every cent of it, even if you only use them a dozen times. But this sort of environment out here in the lagoon at Ningaloo, they are absolutely perfect. You can just slip off the side, go for a snorkel, and then clamber back on board and paddle back to the beach. It gives you access to bits of the reef that you just never would have otherwise. So quite a few people have asked questions about them. Are they worth it? Are they worth taking up the space? If you're coming up to Cape Range or Coral Bay or anywhere on the Ningaloo coast where you can inflate them and paddle out into the lagoon, 100% these things are worth having with you. They are really good. It just adds a bit of versatility to your holiday if you don't have a tinny, which we all wish we had. Okay, enough wasted time. I'm going for a swim. Wow, that is just so beautiful. Okay, what a nice day. Wouldn't believe there's a strong wind warning current for this afternoon. It's just magic, just beautiful. All right, well, hope you enjoyed our Ningaloo Coast little holiday. If you ever get the chance, you've got to get here. It is just so beautiful. So from here, we're heading down towards Shark Bay. Hopefully we get some nice weather down there, no wind. And then a few days in Shark Bay, and then heading down to Kalbarri and to Lucky Bay in Kalbarri, where we're going to be camp host down there for the month of November, which should be great. Alrighty, hope you enjoyed the vid, and I'll catch you later. See ya.